Chapter 12. The cause occurred as the bunker's air was thick with the scent of gun oil and herbs as Jenny Jacks packed her satchel, her botanist hands moving with deliberate care. The late afternoon of August 16th, 2025, pressed against the Jacks homestead like a gathering storm, the circling car's engine, heard hours ago, still echoing in her mind. Carter's gang was closing in, their red bandanas and cages a relentless threat to the 100-acre haven of fields, orchards, and stream-powered turbine. Ellie's words, "He's coming for me," had turned their fight personal, and the plan dusk raid on Carter's camp. To torch his fuel depot and free prisoners like Sam's sister, Lila, was a gamble they couldn't afford to lose. Jenny tucked a vial of black powder, bunker-stored explosive, into her satchel, alongside yarrow for wounds and chamomile for shock. Her knife, sharp as her resolve, hung at her hip, across the bunker. Jimmy cleaned his crossbow, his face set with the weight of leadership. Grandpa Jack studied Ellie's sketch of Carter's warehouse camp, his .308 rifle nearby, his journal open to a page scrawled with "Strike Fast." Grandma Jax monitored Ellie, whose bruises were fading but whose eyes burned with defiance. Sam, the runaway teen, gripped his borrowed machete, his hope for Lila a fragile flame. Nate, the bound prisoner, sat in the corner, his guilt-heavy gaze fixed on the floor. "We hit at dusk," Grandpa said, his Vietnam-rough voice cutting through the bunker's hum. Jimmy, Jenny, me, Sam, small team, in and out, sabotage the fuel depot, free the prisoners, no heroics. Grandma, Ellie, hold the bunker. Nate stays under your gun. Jenny's heart pounded, but her hand stayed steady. The map showed Carter's camp. 2 trucks, a motorcycle, a cage, and a fuel depot with unguarded barrels at midnight. Ellie's intel, backed by Nate, promised a weak point, but the circling car, a new tactic, meant Carter was unpredictable. "What if he's already moving?" she asked, her voice calm but urgent. That car could be a scout for a bigger attack. Jimmy's eyes met hers, his crossbow gleaming. "Then we hit faster, cripple his fuel, free Lila, get back before he strikes." Ellie stood, leaning on the cot, her voice fierce. "Carter wants me because I know too much. I heard him talk, names of buyers, routes to Cleveland. If he takes the bunker, he'll use it to ship girls north. You hit that depot, you stop his next move." Grandma's nurse's hands paused, her 9mm pistol close. "You're sure about the buyers, Ellie? Names could change everything." Ellie nodded, her jaw tight. "Big Jack in Cleveland. Some guy called Reaper in Columbus. They're meeting Carter soon, days, maybe." Grandpa's journal snapped shut, his eyes like flint. "That's our edge. We disrupt the depot, we delay his deals. But we need Nate to confirm the layout. One lie and he's done." Nate's head snapped up, his voice desperate. "I told you, rusted gate, 1 guard, fuel barrels. It's all true. I don't want this. Carter forced me, threatened my sister." Sam's machete trembled, his eyes blazing at Nate. "You helped him cage Lila. Why should we trust you?" Jenny's empathy flared, her botanist mind seeing Nate's fear as clearly as she saw her herb's uses. "Because he's scared, Sam," she said. "Like you, like Ellie. If he's lying, he knows the cost." Jimmy's voice was cold. "He's seen the bunker. Even if he's telling the truth, he's a risk." Before Jenny could argue, a thud echoed from the bunker's hatch. Metal on metal, deliberate. Grandpa grabbed his rifle, Jimmy his crossbow. Jenny's knife was out, her satchel slung tight. Grandma moved to Ellie, pistol drawn, while Sam shielded her. Nate shrank back, his bound hands useless. "Who's there?" Grandpa barked, his rifle aimed at the hatch. A muffled voice answered, Martha, the neighbor from 2 miles west. "It's Martha. Please, open up. Carter's men. They're everywhere." Grandma's eyes narrowed, but she nodded. "Jimmy, check it. Careful." Jimmy cracked the hatch, his crossbow up. Martha stood alone, her face ashen, her clothes torn. "They hit us again," she gasped, stumbling in. "Took my husband. Said they're coming for you. Tonight, with everything. I ran, but I saw bikes, trucks, cages." Jenny's stomach dropped. The circling car. Martha's warning. It all pointed to Carter's big push Nate had mentioned. "How many?" she asked, helping Martha to a crate. 20, maybe more, Martha said, her voice breaking. "They've got prisoners in cages. Girls, like you said." Ellie's face paled, her hands gripping the cot. "That's the auction prep. Carter's moving them now, before the buyers arrive." Grandpa's rifle didn't waver. "Then our raid's more critical. We hit the depot, free the girls, disrupt his plans. Martha, you stay here with Grandma and Ellie." Martha nodded, tears streaking her face. "Thank you. I'm sorry." Jenny's mind raced. Martha's arrival was a warning, but also a complication. They couldn't leave her alone with Ellie and Nate. She glanced at Nate, his eyes darting to the hatch, a flicker of something, guilt or worse. "Nate," she said, her voice low, "if you're holding back, now's the time." Nate's shoulders slumped, his voice barely audible. "There's a radio. Carter's at 1, shielded, in the warehouse. He uses it to talk to the buyers. If you hit the depot, you could find it, cut his comms." Jimmy's eyes narrowed. "Why didn't you mention this before?" "I was scared." Nate cried. "Carter'd kill me if he knew I talked. But I swear it's real." Ellie's voice cut through, sharp. "He's not lying. I heard the radio, static, voices. It's in Carter's office, near the depot." Grandpa's journal opened, his pen scratching. "Radio's a bonus. We hit the depot, free the girls, grab the radio if we can. But we move now. Dusk is too late with Carter this close." Jenny's heart pounded, but her botanist's calm held. "I'll rig the black powder. Small charges, easy to carry. We need to move light, strike fast." Jimmy slung his crossbow, his resolve iron. "Jenny, Grandpa, Sam, me, same team. We hit the camp, get Lila and the others, torch the fuel, find that radio. Grandma, you got the bunker." Martha, Ellie, Nate. Grandma's pistol gleamed, her voice steady. "I'll hold it. Ellie, you help Martha. Nate, one move and you're done." Sam's machete steadied, his eyes on Jenny. "I'm ready. For Lila." Jenny touched his arm, her empathy a bridge. "We'll get her, Sam. Stay close." They climbed to the surface, the homestead's fields glowing in the fading light. The barricades stood battered but strong, the stream's turbine humming, Grandpa's traps hidden in the woods. Jenny's greenhouse, her sanctuary of herbs, was a distant hope, but the black powder in her satchel was her weapon now. The circling car's tracks marred the eastern road, a reminder of Carter's reach. Grandpa led them to the woods, his rifle up, his Vietnam instincts guiding their path. Jimmy followed, crossbow ready, his hunter's grace silent. Sam stayed near Jenny, his machete clumsy but determined. The trail to Carter's camp, 2 miles out, was familiar from the Dawn Scout, but the air felt heavier, charged with the weight of cages and lives. Halfway there, a rustle stopped them. Grandpa signaled, dropping low. Jenny's knife was out, her satchel clutched tight. A figure moved in the brush, not a bandana, but a woman, ragged, fleeing. She froze, seeing them, her hands up. "Don't shoot," she whispered. "I escaped from Carter's camp. They're moving the girls, now, to the warehouse. Big attack tonight." Jenny's heart sank. The raid was their chance, but Carter's early move changed everything. "How many girls?" she asked, lowering her knife. 10, maybe 12, the woman said, her voice shaking. "In cages on a truck. Carter's got 30 men, maybe more, heading your way." Grandpa's eyes darkened. "You know the depot? The radio?" The woman nodded. "Depot's still there, one guard. Radio's in the warehouse, guarded heavy now. Please save them." Jimmy's voice was low. "We stick to the plan, hit the depot, free who we can, get the radio. Then we race back, fortify." Jenny's resolve hardened, her botanist's precision now a warrior's focus. "We can't save them all, but we can hurt Carter. Let's move." They left the woman hidden, promising to return. The camp was close, its glow visible through the pines. Jenny's satchel held the black powder, her knife the will to use it. Ellie's sketch, Sam's hope, Lila's cage. They were the cost of courage, and the homestead heart was on the line. As they crept closer, a new sound broke the dusk. Not engines, but a scream, sharp and young, from the camp. Sam's machete shook, his whisper a plea. Lila, the raid was now or never.